YouTube, time for another game review. I know, it's a week late. No, I put some out last week. Should go check that out too. Alright, let's get ready to do it. By the way, as usual, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. Right down there. And check us out over there on Twitch. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. 3 to 7. I'm going to put the link right there. What are we looking at today? Well, I really should have checked this out about 2 months ago, and I'm excited to really dive into it. But, you know, I would have done a new game review, but, I mean, look at Steam. There are so few games coming out right now. I mean, the well is super dry for, like, new games. I mean, the bestseller right now is Nerds, which is a online competitive solitaire game? Multiplayer what? I don't know. Omori looks good, so maybe we'll do that one here pretty quick. I'll put that on the wish list for next time, but it didn't seem right for today. And what the hell is Futa? Oh, it's one of those games. Yeah, don't Google Futa, kids. Just don't do it. Seriously. Maybe we'll get into games from the last couple of months, things like Cyberpunk and, well, this game right here. Marvel's Spider-Man. Miles Morales. Now, with every review, we go over with 6 things. Our description, gameplay, music and sound, the look, the feel, and what our opinion is. Not a rating. We don't do that here. It's either a yes, a maybe, or a no. So, if you honestly don't know what Miles Morales is, well, you probably wouldn't be here on this video. Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales is the follow-up to the award-winning Marvel's Spider-Man game on the PlayStation 4. This is the continuation of that Spider-Man story as you take control of, well, you guessed it, Miles Morales. And the game, it was released both on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5, for those that managed to actually get a PlayStation 5 in the last couple months. But this is not just an expansion. This is a game on its own. The standalone campaign for Morales. It builds on the original for the PlayStation 4. By continuing that story, you are in that universe, but everything is from Miles Morales' view. So since you are here, do you know what to expect from the gameplay? It is a lot like the first game. And yes, I will probably continue to make references to the first game. You climb, you swing, and you fight as Spider-Man. This time it's just as Miles Morales. The story's great, and I love all of the interactions between Miles and the citizens of New York and citizens of Harlem. That's kind of where the main portion of it is. Even the pacing is better than the first game, because there are far less instances of stealth mission with Mary Jane. Though the game seems a bit short, and I really wish there's a little more depth to your abilities and your gear. The music? Well, the music fits perfectly into this game. Go figure, it's Insomniac. It gives depth when you're swinging through Harlem, listening to the Latin and the hip-hop beats. Well, only problem with that? Some of the music is licensed within the game, and yes, you can get DMCA'd for it. So, content creators out there, you make sure that you're either muting that section or trimming the clips and making sure to take them off of Twitch so that doesn't hurt you there. I'm not saying don't play this or mute the music. Don't do that. Just make sure to take the stuff off. So, the other half of it, the sound. Well, the sound is great too. I will say that one of the things that did drive me nuts is the flipping sound, the web noises coming out of the PlayStation 4 controller. I mean, I 9 times out of 10 have headphones in, and I couldn't hear it. When I did, it completely brought me out of the game, and it was just super distracting. Gratefully, though, you can turn that off in the options. The rest of the sound, the ambiance of the people in the streets, the cars, the wind whooshing by your head, all absolutely great. Fits. It It's exactly like the first one, and yet there's another reference for you. So what does this game look like? Yep, it's a snowy New York City during Christmas time. Christmas lights are a great touch. I will say that the graffiti and all of the murals and wall art that are around town really bring life to this game, brings character to it. Seeing some of the screenshots for the PlayStation 5 version with RTX, they're absolutely breathtaking. Though I was playing it on the PlayStation 4, it still looks really good. There were instances where I could see where the increased hardware power of the PlayStation 5 would really help, and that it was probably designed for, where there were times where it was slightly slow to render certain things, or you'd have some extra. One of my favorite things about the look of this game is the Into the Spider-Verse suit. It gives you kind of that cel-shaded art look, slows down the frame rate a bit, so it gives you this choppy look, but doesn't affect your character. And the gear that comes with that suit adds this little flair of howls and thwips and all these little graphics, onomatopoeias, that's right, look that one up, in the game to make it look much more like a comic book. And I just can't switch off of that suit. Now, there are a lot of other really good suits. The winter suit, the Bodega Cat suit, check those out. But Into the Spider-Verse is still my favorite. Now, that suit was a pre-order bonus, but don't fret, it is actually unlockable in the game as you go as well. This game feels like a really good Spider-Man game. The aerial tricks, well, it looks and feels like Miles Morales' style. From his laid-back dropping while he's on his phone, he's just sitting there texting away, to the flips and rolls that make him different and feel different than Peter Parker. You feel like, well, you are Miles. And Miles is a really intelligent character, and you get that because Insomniac does a fine job of showing it off. I mean, Miles speaking sign language, ASL, to a deaf artist. I mean, it's heartwarming, it's great. I love those types of details. So, what is my opinion? Now, remember, we don't do ratings here. And honestly, I might be a little bit biased, but I think this game is pretty good. I've been having a ton of fun playing it, and it is different enough from the first game to make it stand on its own. The campaign is a lot of fun, and I do love all of the suits that are in there, but honestly, it is really, it's kind of a bit short, truthfully. I think that I've put about 9 to 10 hours into it, and I'm already 50% complete, and I'm talking like collection of things and everything. So, yeah, do I wish it was a little bit longer? Yes. Do I wish there was a little bit more of the gadgets like the first one? The first one had like 10 gadgets. Yes. This game is still really, really good. If you can, play it on the PlayStation 5. If you can't play it on the PlayStation 5, play it on the PlayStation 4. Either way, you should be playing this game. I really do hope for some DLC for this game in the future. Kind of flesh it out a little bit and give it some more depth. Maybe a few more gadgets. Definitely a lot more suits because, well, that's a lot of fun. But, hey, we shall see. What is the final verdict? Well, final verdict is that I recommend this game. Period. I may be biased. Go play this game. So, YouTubes, Landers, have you played this game, Miles Morales? Or have you even played the first Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4? They did make a remastered one that is bundled with the PlayStation 5 version of this, if you got it. And, other than that, what games do you want me to review? Let me know in the comments below. I mean, hey, maybe we'll see that next video. See you next time. Thank you once again, YouTube, for watching the video. I really do appreciate you. Hey, if you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell to get notification when we go live with a new video. That's every Sundays. Also, like and comment on that video you just watched. I want to know what content you want to see, what content you want me to do. I mean, this is your channel. This is your community. I do this for you. Also, right over here, that's right, those are the social links. I do things IRL in those as well. A little different from what we do here, and a little different from what we do, last but not least, Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, also better known as Beers Day over the channel. 3 to 7. Come have a beer, join the Landers, be part of the chat. Thank you once again for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, YouTube.